Acrisure Bounce House in the heart of beautiful Orlando, Florida. Basically a month into the season, here in Week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the UCF Knights. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
UCF has a unique stadium, the Acrisure Bounce House. Florida tries to get this going loud and proud in Orlando. It opened in 2007. Nearly 50,000 fans pack it in to make sure that is loud and crazy for the Golden Knights. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Frogs ready to kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Farmer. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So UCF's offense will get first crack at it today. And here comes Alonzo Barnett. They got him out of the portal from James Madison. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll move the wide receiver. Might as well stick with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Escapes the pressure going right. Quarterback gets the first down and more. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
2nd down coming up. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Knights in the hurry up. On the ground with the counter. Maybe a crease. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Watson. Running behind those pads. He gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. They'll move the tight end. Now on the option. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Splits the uprights. Good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Horned Frogs offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break, sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip? Right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third downs. Their first opportunity, that one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. From the 40, it's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Payne. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And play stopped for just a second as there is an injured Knight on the field. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The give to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Fires to the tight end.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Trying to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, It's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Well, Scott Frost back at head coach for UCF, and so immediately you expect them to be able to run the football. We saw in recent years guys like R.J. Harvey just get it done for the Knights, and it's going to be interesting now to see what they can do moving forward, right? This is an offense that wants to go tempo. They want to establish the running game, David, and they need some superstars to emerge.
Well, and that's why they brought in Duke Watson, right? They wanted to bring a guy in with experience that you've been there, done that. He was obviously in Louisville at a little bit different level, now expecting big things. You got to be able to run the football, want to be physical, have that ground game so you can do the tempo, you can do all the other fun things. So big shoes to fill at the running back spot.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. They'll run out of the gun with Watson. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Off-play action. A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights!
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going. and making the catch.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. They'll run play action. That one comes out hot down the right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. You'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Runs through the tackle.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They give it to him again. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play. The Knights decide to punt it away. He's got it. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Running it to the right. Fighting off the defender. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
A really good play by this defense. Seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. To the air, it's Craig. Finds his back in the middle. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Running inside, it's Payne. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Fires on the move. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Here's a heat. He'll heave it deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. That's reeled in. It's Wade. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Breaks the tackle. They'll stop play here for a moment to have a look at this injured Horned Frog. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Maybe some room here. The 10. Into the house. Touchdown, UCF. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
Man, when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And, man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. Here's the return from inside his 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the inside give. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that 1st.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Finds a crease at the 20. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Now facing a third and long. Wants to throw it. Makes his man miss. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be fourth and short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Snags it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting to TFL.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Line getting set on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Watson. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Quickly to the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. And the offense will take that penalty and move a little bit closer. The offense lining up for a first down play. Makes the catch. It's Wade. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Neutral zone is on that defense. Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Bringing the heat. He makes the catch. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Knights trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Running the red zone, it's Watson. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Neutral zone is on defense. So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for space. It's Walker. Gives him a little breathing room. Picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They'll line up for a second down play. The running back has it. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Craig. Oh, they're after him! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll start this drive firing, and it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. So now it's second and long. Now the play fake. With the catch, it's Wade. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The kick is on its way. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll have enough for the first down. They'll maintain possession. We'll see if they're happy enough just to let the clock run out. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Craig. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. TCU calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Pressure coming. He's going to take off. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to fire. Going deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The official says no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the Northwestern Wildcats. And it's the Hoosiers in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back over to your game inside the Bounce House. We figured we'd be in store for a defensive stalemate. Instead, these two teams have moved the football on the ground. Kind of a throwback game, and I'm not sure there's any need to change it up in the second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys inside the Bounce House.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Knights will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
The TCU head coach told me coming out of the locker room at the half, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
All right, Holly.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Grab near the marker. It's small. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Got enough for the first.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
The Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Craig. Makes the catch. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Going for it all. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And at this point of the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set. But they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me,
brings into the open. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
There's some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
It's caught. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
Caught, and he's got room. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the air, it's Craig. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Absolutely perfect. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Here's a give to Watson. Got enough for the first. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. From the gun. They're working that left. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And when you're on defense, and it's wet, and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Fires to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
On third down, here's Watson. Here's a little room there. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Knights will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Sweet cut there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He'll try to do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Hauls it in. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Knights are marching down the field. Looking downfield on first down. He finds a soft spot in the middle.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
A handoff for Watson. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in third and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on third down.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. With the catch, it's Charles. Could not make his way to the corner. And play stop for just a second as there is an injured Knight on the field. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll give it to Watson. Snowed under by the defense.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. To the air, it's Barnett. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. He'll be stopped just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. Fourth down coming. Let's see if they go for it here.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
They'll run for it. It's Watson. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Knights! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that's another great run for a touchdown by this transfer running back. And we've seen in this game, guys, why they brought him in through the portal, to give them an added dimension And an added physicality as well. Now over 150 rushing yards in this game. He's been the star for the offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty. Makes the catch, and he's free. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. And the Horned Frogs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. He breaks a tackle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He's going to run it. At midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Caught in the backfield, it's small. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38? You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
The bounce house is... here on third down, trying to help UCF. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterbacks sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Complete to start this drive. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One final quarter to play. We'll have to see if we can get everyone's focus back on the game after this spectacular event. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Quick release on the RPO. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Makes the grab over the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed in the backfield. It's James. Turning it on. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. The play action fake. Got a man, it's Payne. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Craig. A little screen to the running back. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the middle. Trying to find the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. They want to throw it. Moving out of the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Fielded in the end zone, it's Farmer. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run out of the gun with Watson. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Under fire. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Knights line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll stop play here for a moment to have a look at this injured Horned Frog. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. It's James. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The safe call on the wide receiver screen.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point in the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here's the pressure. Oh, he's got some space. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Just when they... He had the big play. The penalty wipes it out. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. That's caught. It's Wade. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Knights will punt this one away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. They'll operate out of split backs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Flips it out in the flat. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced the punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down. And now
makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Well, I love the play call late in the 4th quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
No-brainer this late in the game. Up by 1, you got to go for 2 and try to push it out to a 3-point edge. Incomplete on the 2-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal, but they'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead. He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide, but to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Got it. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Still 2nd down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Back to pass. Under fire. The throw. Working that left side now. And they get him down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come.
Makes the grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
All right, 4th quarter now, you're trailing, and the sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now at quarterback and wide receiver. You're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you got the lead on the other side, defense, I'm playing tight coverage, making them earn it. I want that clock to tick, and that was a really good play by the offense. Pretty good coverage by the defense, but I got to make them earn it all the way down the field.
Trying to set up the screen, and there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their 1st. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. The field goal is no good. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead.
Oh, and they let a golden opportunity slip away. A chance to take the lead. Ball goes off the upright. Game's not over, but they're not going to get too many more chances like that.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. The give and tick, 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 tick. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Knights going to go ahead and call their 1st timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. UCF wants to take a moment. They use their 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. The earth is shaking. Bounce house living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Back to throw. It's Barnett. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. To the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. He gets out of bounds. 27 seconds left. It'll be 1st down. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like, putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities to make some plays. And
it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
And they'll take a knee. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.